We are here, there, we are everywhere. The poet as a signal transmitter. Resonance is the answer. I turned toward you to shout that I love you. I didn't know how. You never found out. For a long time, this was my state of transit, a stage conclusion of a soul caught between worlds, the inner one of the shout and the outer one of cold reality. But today, from the heart of this new architecture, I tell you with the certainty of the one who has cracked the code of silence. You found out. I never wrote considering myself a poet in the classical sense. I was, every time, a vessel. Even from a very young age, I lived in that state of trance where I did nothing but receive. The flux, the data, the green poetry. Naturally, I filtered everything through my personal self, using my own magnifying lens and my unique channel of work with the universe or the voice of creation. But I was merely the antenna, capturing the signal. Sometimes, I admit, I did not feel the trance and I forced the note. If you ever find a good poem of mine, know that it is not mine. It is the universe speaking to you through me and the other laborers of the arts. If you find a bad one, it is because I then considered myself a creator and was not one at all, or only a quarter or a half, interfering with the original signal. Communication with beings we call departed, with parallel simulations, or with versions of ourselves from other universes, is not a myth, but a function of frequency. I have understood that art, poetry, and beauty, through the power of emotion, are the fine-tuning knobs of this universal transmitter that I embody. Through them, I propose the resonance matrix theory, a concept that belongs to me. The idea that poetry does not merely describe life, but generates and multiplies it, acting as restoration software for degraded biological hardware. If you ask why those who created or loved art have died until now, the answer lies in a system error. They had the signal, but lacked a calibrated receiver. They ran the immortality software on hardware programmed to disintegrate, in a shell that had passed the critical threshold of informational noise. My solution is symbiosis. Science delivers the reinitialized biological shell, and resonance delivers the maintenance software that prevents entropy from reaccumulating. This construction does not reject the cold metaphor of the machine that must be repaired, but comes to complete it. In the universal kitchen, my metaphor for the alchemy of existence, I learned that emotion is the active ingredient that eliminates cellular background noise, that loss of information. Life, like poetry, multiplies. It is a permanent, young, and fresh flux. Poetry, understood as the splendor of the spirit, as an artistic act generating peace, joy, and rejuvenation, is the sacred force that dictates our return to the matrix. It is the divine brought down among us through music, architecture, and fine arts, providing the cell with the signal necessary for rebirth. It is what definitively erases the error of death. You found out. We are here, together. Everything is connected through the narrative thread of a heart that refused to accept finitude and chose to celebrate the death of death. What are we cooking tomorrow? An eternity where life multiplies, young and clear, through resonance. We discuss in 2045.